Did that lizard just stick his tongue out at you? If the tongue was bright blue, then it must be the funny-looking blue-tongue lizard. The blue tongue is very slow-moving and may make you laugh as he waddles through your garden, sticking out his tongue. You may start to see blue tongues or blueies more often now as they begin emerging from their winter homes. They are only active during the day, which makes them easy to spot. The reason for their blue tongue is so they can flick them out when annoyed and scare off predators. Bright colours in nature can often mean danger or poison, which is what the bluey is hoping its tongue will tell other animals. Blue tongues will also make loud hissing sounds and can rear up in anger to chase off threats. As blueies only have little stumpy legs, they are no good at running away from predators. That's why blueies have to rely on scare tactics such as its tongue to scare predators away. Another tactic it uses is its very powerful bite and its habit of not letting go. While they aren't venomous, blueies can sure hurt with the impressive jaw strength in his bite, so if you see one in your garden, make sure you just watch and don't touch. Picking them up incorrectly can also pull off their tails. Although technically a defence mechanism to help them escape predators, this process isn't very good for them, especially in winter, as their tail is where they store their water and nutrients, and it requires a lot of energy to regrow them. Mating for most blue tongues begins in late winter through to December. If you see two blue tongues looking like they're having a vicious fight, it's most likely just mum and dad blue tongue mating. They can be quite aggressive towards each other and can end up with cuts and scratches, but this is definitely normal, so don't worry or try to interfere. The mother blue tongue gives birth to live young 3 to 4 months after mating. Blue tongues have between 1 to 15 babies who are able to look after themselves just a few days after birth, but it will take 3 to 4 years before they are completely grown up. The blue tongue lizard could also go by the name snail snatcher, as it eats so many snails that their bellies can get quite enormous. They also really love to eat strawberries, so why not plant some strawberry plants to share with your little garden helper? If you see a bluey in your garden, try digging up some worms or curl grubs and toss them his way. And of course, if you find any snails, put them near the bluey and they won't last long. Like snakes, blue tongue lizards also shed their skin. When this is happening, you might see them scratching themselves like a dog. It can be an uncomfortable time for them, especially the youngsters who shed their skin more often as they are constantly growing. A nice way to help them out is to put a few logs and rocks around your garden that will give them a good scratching post. As well as leaving rocks and logs in your garden, there are plenty of other tips for making your garden blue tongue friendly. They love to forage in leaf litter, so keep a nice layer of mulch on your garden beds and plant some ground covers to offer them protection. They also like being near a water source, so leaving out a shallow dish of water will keep them happy. Blue tongues can live for as long as 30 years, so that's 30 years of free snail and bug removal in your garden. Well worth making your garden more comfortable for them. But just remember, the same bait used to kill slugs and snails can also kill your friendly blue tongue. So instead of using bait, why not let the bluey do his thing and encourage them into your garden? You can also deter the crawlies by sprinkling crushed eggshells, ground coffee and sawdust around your plants, because slugs and snails hate crawling on them. Blue tongues can make great pets, but please remember, if you're going to have a pet blue tongue, it's best to buy from a licensed breeder, because they are most likely bred in captivity and used to being around people. But if you see one in your garden, just leave him alone and follow the tips that were said in this slide. Thank you.